Hi, guys. I'm Sylvia Worsham. Welcome to Focus Fridays and welcome to the segment on health and its impact on our career. And let me just say this health is foundational, truly, to our lives, our careers, our relationships. Have you ever lost your health? I did. And I can share that experience with you here. In 2012, I had 7 pulmonary embolisms. And for those people that don't know what a PE is basically a blood clot that travels to your lungs. I had 7 guys, and I had a massive one that was threatening my liver. And the doctors had told me, you have a 20% chance of surviving. Well, let me just put it to you this way. After I recovered and got back to work, there were days I had to call my district manager up and say, I just can't do it anymore. I could not walk a flight of stairs without literally it taking my breath away. It was the most humbling experience of my life. When you lose your health, you lose absolutely everything in your career, in your relationships, and it really truly does impact your mindset. So, guys, here are 3 tips I share this week with with all of all of your all of your all the freelancers here in Austin, Texas, and there were one in particular that really stood out. The mental health one is one that I think most people could benefit from because that's where stress and anxiety lives in your mental health. And right now during the pandemic, it's critical, absolutely critical that we take care of our stress levels. And there's something I practice daily. And if I recommend it's because I actually physically go through it myself every morning when I wake up after I get my cup of coffee, guys. After I get my cup of coffee, I go and I set the intention to meditate daily 15 minutes. I have Insight Timer on my phone and I click it onto Sarah Blondin. She's my favorite. She's amazing. Her best topics are on self-love, and it's something that's been my theme during COVID-19 is to learn to love myself wholly. Well, when I do that, I have the ability to quiet my mind, and that stillness, that moment of stillness is when I can tap into my higher self. And that's the self I was meant and born to be. And that's when I have my deep conversations with Christ and I get answers that I seek, which are deep within my unconscious part of my mind. And it's been amazing to keep my stress level low that way. And immediately following my meditation session, I'm a writer. I'm currently writing my book on turning points. And the PE story is actually one of the chapters in the book where I detail all the things I learned along the way from going through that major turning point in my life and how I turned that seemingly change that could be very daunting for some changing event that was simply amazing for me. It changed my life around. So I'm very blessed to have gone through that experience. And the second tip I'll share with you is on your emotional health. On your emotional health, it is critical, guys, that you love yourself first. Because when you love yourself, you will be able to recognize that certain people and certain events in your life are just simply not healthy for your emotional health. And that is where you can apply the gift of detachment in your life. You can detach and form boundaries, healthy boundaries that keep you away from people that take away your energy by draining your energy, by completely telling you that maybe your purpose is not a good enough purpose, maybe friends that are jealous friends, situations that really hurt you. And more importantly, they drain your emotional health. And when your energy is low, guys, it will impact your career. There's no question about it. So those healthy boundaries are extremely critical for you to apply. The third and final tip I'll share with you is on your physical health. And I think most people, when they hear the word health, that's what they normally think of is your physical health. Well, back in February, before COVID-19 hit, I took a conditioning program that I actually have in my arsenal of things way too much coffee to the point where I was drinking like 5 to 6 cups a day of coffee. That was bad. Oh. So after I took this program, I realized that that was a horrible habit to have. And what I did was I quit drinking coffee cold turkey for those 60 days that the program was happening. And what I replaced it with was instead hot water with lemon. And that was so amazing in terms of hydration. My energy level shot up, guys, because my caffeine intake was so high that it was draining my energy and it was impacting my career. I by 5 o'clock, I was drained. And when you're a mother of 2 kids and you've got multiple things going on, it's going to impact your life, let me tell you. So I hydration is the tip that I'll leave with you guys, and sleep, because I am just as guilty as the next person in terms of not getting enough sleep. And I once heard someone that said you really can get as little as 6 hours of sleep and still feel refreshed. So that's usually what I do, is 6 hours of sleep, but it just doesn't work for some people. So I would do whatever works for you, but sleep is incredibly important to keep your physical health at peak performance. So hydration and sleep on the physical side of things. So once again, your mental health by journaling, meditation, prayer, quieting the mind. Second tip is on emotional health. That's where healthy boundaries come into play. And that's the tip that I'll share with you, to detach from emotional situations that drain your energy. And third and final tip is on your physical health. And that is where sleep and hydration are critical. I'm back to drinking coffee, y'all, but I just don't drink as much coffee anymore. And it's been very, very good. So I'm available to answer any questions if anybody's out there. I've seen some eyes pop in and out. If you're out there and you want to ask me anything regarding this particular video or anything regarding coaching, I'm available to speak now or forever hold my peace, for at least this Friday, until next Friday. Is there anyone out there that would like to ask me a question? If there's no questions, I'll leave it here. Have a wonderful week. Stay safe and get your health at peak levels by applying the 3 tips I shared with you this week. Stay safe. Love y'all.